there are a couple of things there, okay?
Yeah, okay.
So there's another important myth here that I think I need to dispel. The first is that don't assume that just because it looks like you're not helping, you're not helping. So just to piggyback off of one of Jason's ideas. So I'm just going to share a story with you guys. So, and then I'll get to your question if that's okay, Train. Oh, yeah. So I had a patient who was going to commit suicide. So they decided, like, I'm going to kill myself. And then they were about to kill themselves. And then they decided before they died, they want to have their favorite candy bar. Because they're like, I'm going to at least do one thing before I kill myself. So like, you know, the clock starts ticking at 5 minutes. They go downstairs. They go to the grocery store that's like literally right next to their house. They walk in. They get the candy bar. They stand in line. And the cashier gives them like this really great smile and says like, have a nice day. And it's like this very genuine piece of human interaction that somehow did something. And then like my patient decided not to kill themselves. Yes. And so I think one of the biggest myths that we have is that people, when we try to help someone, just because they don't accept our help or they appear to reject us doesn't mean that it isn't important. Like if you're sick with the flu and a friend says, hey, do you want me to bring you chicken soup? Even if they say, if you say no, you still feel good because like someone cares about you.
Yes, that's so on point. Yes.
Right. So like if people are asking, you know, what should you do? Just because your friend is rejecting your help doesn't mean that it isn't really fucking important. Can I swear on this podcast?
My man, listen, hey, my man, Dr. K, listen, you have no idea the den you walked into. Okay, you can do. Hey, you're
sorry,
lucky.
We're trying to keep this PG only for our sponsors.
You are very lucky that this is, you know, well,
okay.
Dr. K, let's put it this way, okay? It is a literal miracle, like a Christmas miracle, like Trainwreck's Christmas miracle, that we haven't got into any conversation about dicks yet.
Yeah, if we're a little closer, I drop some, I'd be asking some, anyways, continue, sorry.
Wait, Devin, were you being serious though? Are we actually trying to keep it PG?
No, we're not.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, because I said like 3 in a row earlier.
No, of course not. No, like,
So don't assume that just because they're rejecting your help doesn't mean that your help isn't doing something to them. Mm-hmm. And this is the really tricky thing is like, sure, a lot of people kill themselves, but a lot of people don't. And if we think about it, like, why is that? It's because like those people on some level as their friend, you may be getting through to them, right? Like it's a very dark place that they're in. And like, even if they say like, no, I don't want you to come over, you could be like all it takes to just, keep them waiting or like keep them fighting or keep them waiting until tomorrow. So I think just because someone rejects your help doesn't mean that offering help isn't important. And I really loved Jason's I think there's a really good, like the way that he framed, ask them like what they need. Instead of giving solutions, meet them where they're at and sort of ask them, do you just need someone to listen? Do you need someone to provide advice? I love that. Or do you need someone to get involved? The phrasing of that is really masterful, Jason.
It was fucking hot. Okay.